Hi, my beloved tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation, and I cannot wait to talk to you about this. This is something that I know very personally, and I'm going to share right from the beginning of this video that this video will not be for everyone in this tribe. So this is only going to be calling energetically to those who know the pristine, refined energy that I have imprinted in what this message is for today. So I'm going to share it, and then if you feel like you don't want to continue with it, by all means, please follow that, because honestly, this will not be useful to many in our tribe. But those of you who are vibrating energetically to what I'm going to say, you're going to be open to what I am sharing here. So let me begin. Does it seem no matter how many visualizations, manifestation ceremonies, and even gritty hard work that you give your musical dream, all of the things that you do for your dream, all the hard work, all the manifestations, all of the opening, all of the law of attraction ceremonies that you're doing, it seems that it never works out. It seems that it just isn't working out for you. It's not panning out. So I know this so well. I had an era of about 2 solid years where it didn't matter how hard I tried. It didn't matter how much effort. In the entrepreneurial world, they talk about the hustle a lot. It doesn't matter how much you hustle. Doesn't matter how much you discipline yourself. It was a shut door, a closed door at every turn for me. And oh my goodness, the result of having that happen for 2 solid years, I mean, once in a while something would leak through so that I could know that I was on track. But in general, the amount of effort, the amount of manifestation, the amount of alignment that I was in should have produced, I'd say, more potent results. And so some of our tribe might be experiencing this as well. So 2 years is a long time to experience that. And some of the results of that time period was a sense of defeat. And I would say pure exhaustion. And I'm not even talking about body, physical exhaustion. It was the core level of exhaustion. It had gotten and sunk into the bones of my soul that I was exhausted and defeated, and I would say I was going straight into hopelessness. That it wasn't going to ever get out. I wasn't ever going to get out of that situation. So I finally, I would even say putting into the mix that level of surrender. People would always say, just open your heart. Yeah, and if you do that for 2 solid years and still there's no actual physical results of opening your heart, opening your mind, a lot of people like to give a lot of advice when it comes to things like this because of things that are working for them. That makes sense. That's why this video will not be for everyone, because I'm not going to be giving you advice. I'm going to be sharing my own experience, and if it's a vibrational resonance, you're going to feel it. So there's something else happening here, and that is actually exactly where the energy was flowing me toward, was that thought that there's something else. There's something else that I was not seeing, and this is where I found my solution, and this is where I found that feeling of feeling lighter and feeling more aligned. Now this is, I will reiterate, this will not be for those of you who are feeling stopped because you're just not making action steps with courage. If you feel like you're being held back because you're just not making steps with courage, this video isn't for you, because that's not what I'm talking about here. If you're just saying, well, nothing's working out for me because I'm taking hardly any steps at all and I'm too afraid to go here and there, I have a million other videos about that, and I will continue to give videos about your courage and the potency and the power of your courage. This is for those who have been going out and slashing your fears with courage on a daily, minute-by-minute basis, and still nothing's working out. That can be very confusing and very defeating. This is not for the fear-based. This is for those who are courageous. And this is where the universe was having me stand, was at the actual end of my 3rd dimensional tools. And this is where I talk to the world consciousness leader inside of you. Tribe, for those of you who are resonating with what I'm sharing right now, the energy of what I'm sharing, you know in the depth of your core that you are a world consciousness leader and you are on the cutting edge of how we are creating the new consciousness. You are the one you are purposely and proactively and consciously creating the new world, the new consciousness. And therefore, your thoughts are some of the first to happen in order to expand the universe. So the way we talk about this, because a lot of the language is still being built around what's happening. What we're talking about here is that your third dimensional tools don't work in a fifth dimensional world. Sometimes there's a nice little bridge that comes over because we still are jumping dimensions. But for the world consciousness leaders who are out there being courageous on the grand scale, you are actually becoming 100% in a fifth dimensional world. So when you try to use third dimensional tools and they don't work anymore, you deserve to have fifth dimensional tools. And these are the ones that are going to bring you peace. These are the ones that are going to work. And you have full on new ways and facets of how you can look at the world and how you can look at your dream so that you don't have to stay in that place of feeling defeated and hopeless and confused and exhausted. You deserve to have fifth dimensional tools. So this has been my own experience. This is where I have found such peace because I'm not going to try to use a hammer, the analogy of a third dimensional tool, when I'm creating a universe, when I'm creating a star system, the analogy, of course, of it. This is where your dream, your musical dream is leading you, is to actually claim yourself as an infinite, expanded consciousness. And we call those things right now, at least so we can actually understand each other, the fifth dimension, the third dimension. So I'm going to be very bold to say, because boy, if this is something that you're not resonating with, you can really, really criticize what I'm saying. And I don't care. You can say whatever you need to, because I have found what works for me, and for the vibrational match of those of you who are experiencing the same, this will work for you. But I'm going to share with you that the old paradigm of working really, 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 really hard for your dream is a third dimensional density that will not work in the fifth dimension. Everything in the fifth dimension feels different and it feels good. It feels good and it feels lighter and brighter. And yet you might not have those tools yet. You might just be stepping right into it, but you know that that's where you're going. And that's where your dream is leading, because your musical calling is anchoring in this new consciousness. And that's the importance of your calling, is that you're bringing in a brighter world for all to receive. So it does not have to look the way that you've experienced it. It does not have to be that you feel confused and lost and lonely and defeated and hopeless, because no matter what you do, it doesn't seem to work. What you need is fifth dimensional tools. That's something that I offer those of you who resonate with it. So if you're done with that and you feel a vibrational match with me, that's very important, that you feel a resonance with what I'm sharing. Private message me and I will get you those tools, and you get to commit to those tools. That's something that's very important, especially in the fifth dimension, as you are claiming your musical calling. You can't just once in a while think that it's a good idea and then get sidetracked. That doesn't work. So it has to be the whatever it takes motto. That's why that's our motto in our tribe, because it takes that level of commitment. So if you feel a vibrational match with what I'm sharing, and you deserve to have those fifth dimensional tools, specifically in how it deals with money, money alchemy, money in the fifth dimensional realm, private message me. We will get you those tools and see how they vibrate with you. See how they resonate with you and how they bring you peace. For those of you who are ready to have those tools as a world consciousness leader, private message me, and I look forward to hearing from you. We have lots of wonderful people here. I'm going to say your names. We have Melissa, we have Dante the Human, I love that name, Deshane, Jason, and Wendy. Lots of love to you. You're not alone in this. You just get to have the tools to get you where you want to go, so that you can have that peace that is yours to experience. And so I look forward to hearing from you one-on-one, and I will talk to you in the next video.